everybody. Does this look familiar to you? Sitting on the couch, remote in your hand, maybe your cell phone, your tablet, or something else in your hand scrolling around. If you've been doing this for a long time, maybe it's time to get up and do some couch potato yoga with me. So I'm going to go ahead and get up, bring my chair on over. If you can, find a little bit more supportive chair than the couch. If you can do it on the couch, that's okay too. All right, so I'm Eva Montalvo. My company is Nourish Yoga and Wellness, and I decided to do this couch potato yoga series at the suggestion of a friend. Today is going to be called Put the Remote Down. You might have had a lot of this going on lately. And if you'll take a look and just notice how your hands are feeling today, try wiggling out your fingers. And then opening and closing the hands and circling the wrists. See, the fingers are closely connected, of course, to the wrists, to the whole palm of the hand. If you'll take one hand and hold on to the opposite wrist and get things moving, you can see how the tendons, the ligaments are all connected. Coming up the wrist, maybe even into the forearm and the elbow. So sometimes even tendonitis can start down in the hand or vice versa, down from the elbow down to the hand. Try the other hand too. Open and close. Good. Sometimes we just got to put that down, that remote, that cell phone down, and just pause. Not just for our physical health, but for our mental health as well. All right, so this is my living room. I got moved into the living room today because my husband's working from the office, but hopefully we can still I can show you that we can do yoga anywhere. All right, so go ahead and sit back in your chair for a moment and just take a moment to notice how it feels to sit up in a taller or a straighter chair. If you're in one, if not, then just try to make your spine a little longer. Good, take 3 breaths. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling either through the nose or the mouth. Good. And just noticing how you're feeling today. I'm going to refer to my notes every once in a while. I've got a few things I want to be able to do today, especially with the hands. So even if you're sitting back, you can start to get the fingers moving, the wrists moving, and with a light fist in the hands, circle those wrists out. Notice where you feel that. You might even hear some little popping or maybe rubber band type sounds. At least that's what I hear. And then spreading the fingers wide, circle the wrists the other direction. Good. Good. And then shake out the hands. Everything we do today, just listen to your own body. If it hurts, don't do it. Remember to keep breathing. And I'm going to give you lots of options from gentle to a little more effort. But again, this is couch potato, so we're not working too hard today. All right, so just for fun, you're going to sit forward, come into a straighter spine, spread those fingers wide, imagining the webbing between each finger stretching out a little bit bigger, and then making a lion's claw. Good. Inhale, stretching the fingers. Exhale, lion's claw. And just for fun, we're going to add a special breath called the lion's breath. So inhale, spread it out. Exhale, good, curl. Good. Inhale, keep the curl of your claws. Inhale, draw it back. And then with a big sigh or roar, we're going to go roar. Good. Inhale, draw it back. Exhale, roar. One more. Inhale. Exhale, roar. Good. Sometimes that feels good just to let things go when you're feeling tense or just need a little bit of a release. Good. And then making light fists with the hands. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, relax. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Exhale, relax. Good. So we'll keep coming back to the hands and different things that we can do for our hands. But I'll interlace the rest of the body too, so we're getting a full body workout. So bringing your fingers to the shoulders, we'll just start to circle them around, alternating. Good. And then reverse. Good. And then relaxing that down and letting the one ear go to one shoulder. And back up, and left ear. Okay, maybe that's your left, maybe it's your right. Good, and bring it back up. One more time, keep the shoulders relaxed and don't push through this. Just let the head be heavy till you feel a nice release on that opposite side, and then back up and other side. Good. And coming back to center, we're gonna look to one direction and center, and then left. A little bit of twist through the neck. Again, not too far, only to the point of gentle resistance, not past that. And then once you're in the center, draw some circles. Making it small, making it bigger, slower, faster is up to you. And then reversing direction. So we're really going to try to get through every part of the body today with just a little more focus on the hands. Good. And then sitting nice and tall, we're going to think about our side-to-side movement. So I'm moving this camera back just a little bit more so you can see my head. All right, maybe not so much. Okay, so with our side-to-side movement, it's a leaning side to side. But being mindful that we don't want to just kind of slouch to side. What we want to do is nice and long, and when we lean, we want to think as if there was a barrel underneath that we're trying to reach up and over. And same thing with the other side. Good. You can let the arms be out to the sides, taking that side-to-side movement. And you can even take the opposite arm and reach it up overhead if that feels okay through your side of your body. If you're holding the pose, take another breath. Keep breathing here. And then come back up and other side. So I'm going to keep this arm down because this shoulder is not too happy today. Good. And then back to center. So I'm honoring my body too. It's much better. All right. From this, we'll come into our cat and cow pose. If you watched my last video, you'll know, but you know what? It's always good to do a refresher. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. You don't need to turn sideways. What we want to do is let the shoulders roll back, take the chest forward till you find a little arch in the back. And if your lower back is okay, you can tilt it back. If not, then just keep it neutral and maybe a gentle look up. Good. So that's our cow, or sometimes called dog pose. And then exhale, we're going to do the opposite, tucking the tailbone, tucking the chin, rolling the shoulders forward, pull the belly back, rounding the spine into what we call cat. Continuing through that movement, inhale, arching, and exhale, rounding. 2 more times, inhaling, and exhale. Go at your own pace. You can make this as soft and gentle as you want, or a little more of a challenge. As long as you're not straining the body, that's absolutely fine. And then come back to center. So we've got some spinal movement going. If you'd like, take your feet a little wider and keeping a nice long spine, belly pulled back, bring your hands to your thighs and lean forward. You can stay here. You can bring your elbows down. That feels good to my low back. You might feel it in a different place. Some of you may even bring your hands down to the shins or your ankles. And let yourself fold, gently shaking the head yes and no. And as you're ready, bring your hands back to your thighs, scoop the belly and roll up. Good. All right. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Close your eyes and just check in. How is everything feeling? Are you feeling any sensation anywhere from the work that we're doing? Or maybe you're still feeling areas of the body that are asking for love. Think about everything that needs love today. Maybe it's everything in the body and the mind. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes if they're closed, interlace your fingers, clasping your hands. Notice which hand you have on top. That's probably your normal way, the way that you prefer to do things. and see if you can press the palms forward. So again, if you're having any pain anywhere, keep this super gentle. If you're feeling okay with this, then go ahead and extend the arms out, pressing the palms away, maybe even lengthening out through the arms. Inhaling here. Exhale, twist to one direction. Exhaling there, inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the other direction. Good. Inhale back to center. One more time, each direction, going at your own pace and making sure that you're still keeping the breath going. And then coming back to center, we'll let the arms float out. Good. Rolling out the shoulders, letting the back move around, wiggle around a little bit. And then finding that same clasp of the hands, but notice if you can switch it all. So if your hand right was on top before, try the left. It will maybe feel weird, like an alien hand, but that's okay. Just give it a try. And then again, turning the palms forward, elbows are bent. Maybe you straighten out, maybe not. So just pay attention. What feels better here? Stretching out those fingers, those wrists. If you can, inhale, bring the arms up. It may be only here, or you might reach up high, bringing the shoulders down, inhaling. Exhale, leaning to one side. Good. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the other direction. Inhale up. Going at your own pace. One or two more times each side. Good. When you've had enough, you're just going to float the arms down. Good. Let the arms relax, hands relax, shaking them out. Nice job. Okay. So let's get into a little bit of finger dexterity. Notice how your fingers feel when you bring your thumb over to your pinky pad. How does that feel? Is there a big stretch right across that thumb joint? So give it a try. Take one hand. And then releasing that, take your index finger to the pad of the thumb. Again, you may feel some fingers that don't want to come along by themselves. You want to bring others with them. Just give it a try. Middle finger. Oh, sometimes the middle finger doesn't want to go by itself. And then the ring finger. Good. And then the pinky. Usually the pinky wants to party. It wants to bring some other fingers with it. Good. And then spreading that out. Take the thumb across again. Wrap all the fingers around. And then turning the palm inwards. We're just going to tilt and pump a little bit there. Good. Shaking out that hand. And let's go other side. So with the opposite hand, thumb. How did we do this first? Yeah, thumb to pinky pad. So you might feel it along here. You might feel it in a lot of different places. Our bodies are all different. Index finger to thumb pad. Middle finger. As I say in my class a lot, watch where you point those middle fingers. And then ring and pinky. Ooh, I feel that all the way down here. How about you? Good. We'll take the thumb across one more time, wrap the fingers around it, turn the palm forward or in towards the center, and then pump it. Whew, good. All right, and then shake out that hand. All right, we're going to give the hands a little bit of a break. We'll come back to them later. And now we'll go ahead and move into a little bit of lower body work. So starting with the right leg, bringing the right leg up. You can hold the back of the thigh. You can bring the hands to the front of the shin. You can even hold onto your pants if that's what's needed. We're going to try and keep a nice long spine as we hug that knee in and then point and flex through the feet, the foot that's extended. Get the toes spreading wide, tuck the toes under. Good. Add some circles. Good. And other direction. Bring the foot down and let the leg relax. Shake it out a little bit. And then we're bringing that right leg or whatever leg you were already on and just bringing it out and in. If it's too much to lift the leg, then just keep it down and bring it out and in. Okay? All right. What about the other side? Showing love on both sides, opposite leg, squeezing it in wherever you need to do to hold on to that leg. And then again, getting the toes moving, pointing and flexing through the ankle. See if you can spread your toes and then curl them under. And then add a circle through the ankle, one direction and then another. When you're ready, release the leg down, shake it out. You can keep the foot down as you bring it in and out. Or if you want to add the extra work, then you're lifting the leg and bringing in and out, using the same arm to hold that. Getting the hips a little bit of mobility here. Good, and bringing the leg down, tap out the feet. Notice how that feels, waking up the soles of the feet. And then taking the feet a little wider, allow yourself to turn to one side as the knees go that direction, and then the opposite. We're gonna call this windshield wipers. All right, side to side. Good. And as you go to one side, pause there, look over your opposite shoulder, and then add your hand movement. You can do whatever you want to. You can do a little vogue, you can do the Statue of Liberty, you can just be silly. Do whatever feels good. Pin up girl. And then other side, why not get silly? We all need a little bit of laughter. We'll go other direction, and then we're looking the opposite direction. And once again, adding some hand movement. You can make it like you're a belly dancer. Again, a vogue. I know it's silly, but why not? Come back to center. Good, bringing the legs back together. Ah, good. All right. Couple more things for the hands and for the eyes. Let's try this eye buster, eye strain buster. So the idea is that as we extend one hand into a fist, we're looking at the thumb as we extend the thumb and then opening the other finger. So we're going to do it by count by one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then reverse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're also kind of tapping into our brain power as well as when we do this. So now this time, when we open it, we're going to start to take it out to the side, but we're keeping the eyes on that thumb. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reaching back, and then reverse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more times. We're going to inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now keep the hand back there and look the opposite direction. Notice where you feel that. And then look back at your thumb and reverse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest it when you need to. We have one more thing to do on that side. And I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what my hand is doing. So right arm or whatever arm you're using in front, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now from there, flex the hand back. Ooh, look the opposite direction. Getting a little complicated here, right? Then look back at your hand, straighten the wrist, and bring it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof, relax that hand. All right, other side. So, testing our brains, instead of counting by 1, we're going to count by 3. So 3. Now you have to do this with me. All right, don't just wait for me to do it. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Count backwards. 15, 12, 9, 6, 3. Good. Let's add the twist. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Keep looking at your thumb. Reverse. 15, 12, 9, 6, 3. Good. Again, inhaling. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Keep your hand where it is. Look the other direction with your head. Good. And then look back just your thumb and bring it back. 15, 12, 9, 6, 3. Relax the arm. Shake it out if you need to. Take a little break. And then we're going to do the last variation. So again, I'm turning sideways. You don't have to. It's just so you can see what I'm doing. With that arm in front. Last one. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Now flex the hand back so the fingers are reaching away from you. You may feel that pretty deeply into the wrist. And then look the other direction. Good. Then look back at your hands, straighten the wrist and bring it back. 15, 12, 9, 6, 3. Shake out the arms. Last one with both hands. Of course, the head's going to look forward. Forward. This time we're going to count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Flex the hands back. Whew. Straighten. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Shake them out. Phew, okay. I don't know about you, but my arms and hands are feeling more tingly, more, maybe just more alive than when they were just sitting, clasping that remote. Okay, let's see. I have last one for the hands is to get a little bit of a wrist stretch. Okay, so we're going to take one hand and turn it palm up, and then turn the fingers down toward the ground. And just notice how that feels. If you find it's too much in your shoulder, bend your elbow and keep it back by your side. That's what I'm doing on this side because this is the shoulder I need to take care of. If you can, you're going to straighten out the arm, but I'm not going to do that here. So just notice how that feels. Good. Now let's take the opposite hand, bring it underneath and reach for the thumb. See if you can pull a little gentle tug to that thumb, giving it a nice big stretch. Good. And I'm going to get a little closer. You can see thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring, pinky, maybe the whole hand. Good. And then shaking that hand out, we'll go other side. So opposite hand, palm reaches up. This arm I can extend, so I'll show it to you with the arms extended. Fingers reach down, spreading those fingers like starfish. Opposite hand comes under, looking for the thumb. Again, gentle, gentle. Don't overdo any of this. It's not necessary, and it's not helpful. Index finger, middle finger. I always think it's funny that we have names for each of our fingers. Ring, pinky. Good. Maybe all of them. Good. And then shaking out the hands. And then we'll do the opposite. So with the palm facing down, we'll take the opposite hand and press across the top of the palm. Ooh, again, my shoulder's not happy, so I'm going to bend the elbow and bring it up down by my side. And then opposite hand, palm down. Hand comes across the top, or the top of your hand there. Good. Release, shake it out again. All right. And last one, bring your hands together in front of your heart. See if you can spread your fingers and let your thumbs touch your chest. Each finger spreading apart, inhaling, lengthening, exhale. Settle the shoulders. And then keeping the thumbs and the pinkies together, see if you can open the fingers in the center like the petals of a flower. Good. We're going to imagine this is a lotus flower which grows up through the mud. And with an inhale, we're going to send that flower up. Exhale, give ourselves a crown on the top of our head. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, float the arms down, turn the palms away from each other. And as the hands come together, bring the back of the hands together, bending the elbows, maybe pressing those backs of the hands until you've got a bigger stretch going on through the wrist. Curl the fingers under into a fist, and then pump the fists away from each other. Good. And then flipping the hands. Good. We come back to our namaste hands. Good. Release the hands down. And noticing we've spent a lot of time on the wrists and the hands, so hopefully you're good for a little while on that. If not, watch the video, do the video anytime you need to. If you find there's one more thing that you need to do before we come into our final relaxation, then go ahead and do that. Wiggle out side to side. Maybe it feels good to just take one arm and reach across the body in the other direction. Maybe it feels good to tap out the feet, get the hips moving a little. Just take a moment listening to whatever you need. And maybe just being grateful that we have these hands that can do so many things for us. Even if they're not working exactly the way you would want them to all the time, at least if you have some movement, some ability with your hands, that's a pretty important thing to do. So then when you're ready, just gonna sit back, and you're welcome to get back onto your couch when you want. And then just take a deep breath in through the nose and a big sigh. Maybe we need another one. Close your eyes. If that feels good, just tune your attention in. Notice how your hands feel, your fingers. Maybe there's a natural curve to your palm, to your fingers. You can have your palms up, or you can bring your hands to your thighs. Shoulders are relaxed. Let the breath just go through its natural rhythm. Nothing to control. Feel that chair holding you up, supporting you. Noticing where your feet touch the ground. Bring your thought back all the way up into your face, seeing if you can relax your jaw, your lips, your cheeks. The space between your eyebrows. All the way to the crown of the head. And then just stay here for another minute or so. See if you can get the brain to settle down. Simply by observing whatever sensations you feel in your body. So feel free to pause this anytime and just go maybe rest for a bit, or maybe you feel energized and ready to move around, but feel free to do that. And if you're ready to move on with your day, then we're simply going to come back into our seated mountain pose, or just our nice, good posture pose. And with an inhale, bringing the arms up and together in front of the heart. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may we all be happy, may we all be healthy, may we all be safe. And that goes for every living thing. Thank you so much. If you've made it this far, the light in me sees and honors the unique light in each person that participates and practices with me. The word for that in yoga is namaste. Thank you, everybody.